Welcome, everyone. This is Gwydion. Today, I wanted to cover changes that are happening to Nethalas in the upcoming Gravebound edition. Now, some of you might wonder, why is that changing? What is Alex T doing? Nethalas has been super successful, which it has been. It's sold around 8,000 copies so far. But Alex, I think once Nethalas started doing so well, there were a lot of updates, patches, enhancements. There have been a lot of additional material released for Nethalas, several codexes, and an additional book of masteries, all kinds of things that have really enhanced the game. And his intention with this is over time, this will be the only edition. So it's really important to note if you own the PDF or own a print on demand copy from Drive Through RPG, you're going to get this PDF version if you own it for free. And you'll get a copy of a print on demand coupon to print this at cost if you own a POD version. Amazon's a little different. I think, I don't know if he might do a PDF there. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, so he's really doing this not to make money, but to really enhance the game and make it even better than it has been already. If you are a Patreon of his or a patron, you can go on his Patreon and he has a whole blog post of what's changed. But I thought I'd try to summarize relatively quickly in a video for others if you're interested or if you're just new to Nethalas. So, first off, increased stats. So toughness is now increased to 2d6 plus 20, and health d6 plus 10, and sanity d6 plus 10. He's also removed the starting skill bonus for unarmed combat. I think he felt like that was a little bit overpowered to start and gave people just a little bit too much of an edge if you were building an unarmed character. He's updated all the masteries to match the Book of Masteries. So now those are all coherent and connected and they'll be the same. He's added a ton of things, and I haven't added everything here. I tried to just select a number of things, but a lot of the information in the Valerian codices have been included in this new version, Gravebound, or it will be. Right now it's still in beta, but he's added the critical success and fumble tables from those codices, the monster defensive mood table, the monster fumble table, and I know there's also a different, I think an enhanced light source rules. I didn't list it here, but that's been added. So again, a lot of new additions from those rules, and also container rules. There were container rules that were added in one of the codex, and I don't remember which one, but those have been included now or will be in the Gravebound edition. He's reworked damage. This is probably one of the most seminal items. He initially had a damage table, and as much as I think it worked really well, I think that maybe he felt like he could enhance that by changing how damage works. So now what you will do is you will roll your dice. So let's say you have a D6 and a D8, and maybe those are different damage types. You'll roll both of those, and typically you'll only select one first off. And typically you'd want to select the highest number, right? However, if maybe this is undead and it is susceptible to holy damage, so let's say you rolled a 4 on your holy damage die, and you rolled a 6 on just your, I don't know, piercing, your normal damage. So that 4 against an undead would become an 8. So you might want to select that even though it's not the highest roll. But the point is you're going to select one of your damage dice, and most often it'll be the highest, as I said. He's added the detailed creature types from Carnage and Aether. So there's a lot more detail, and every creature type now has certain characteristics associated with them. And there's just a ton of cleanup that he's done in the enemies, and he had to rework all of them. If you think about the changes to the damage rules, he had to rewrite a ton of information in the Gravebound edition. And look, many, many, many more enhancements. I'm looking at his notes from the release, and it's just hard to mention everything, but he's updated leveling options. He's moved things around to be a little bit simpler and organized, I think better. He's reworked targeting hit locations. Weapon speed is now subtracted from the target's combat skill. He's What else? Cleared up exploration rules and exploration events. He's completely rewritten traps and door rules. Nothing's really changed. He's just doing it to really clean things up. And as I said, he made a complete balancing pass to all of the creatures, bringing them up to date with all the changes implemented, as well as cleaning up some of the action resolutions and many more, and a ton of new art as well, and cleaning up the layout. So look, I would encourage you to keep on the lookout when this edition goes live. And if any of you have not played Care Nethalas, I'd encourage you to jump in and buy the Gravebound edition when it's available. Hope this was helpful to you all, and I'll see everyone next time.